Hey students, and welcome back to lesson 3, video 1. Like the other videos, we are going to cover the vocabulary words and also the questions. So let's get started. The first word is to have ambition. Ambition is a strong wish to do something. It's like your goal. This girl has ambition to dive into the pool. Some people have ambition to do well at school or to become a better basketball player. So it's a strong wish or a goal you have. Auction. Auction is a type of sale where people try to raise the money. It sounds like this. $10. Can I get $10? Anybody $10? $15. $15. Anybody $15? $20. Can I get $20? And they speak really fast, continuously raising the price. This is an auction. It's quite fun. Coast. As a noun, the coast is the place where land meets the sea or the ocean. This is the coast here. Maybe you live near the coast. Maybe. As a verb, it means to move without a lot of effort. Like coasting down the sea means you're floating on the water, moving without much effort. Or you can coast down the side of the hill. Current. A current is a flow of something, a flow of water, air, electricity. Can you see a current in the picture? The current of water is moving down the stream. Just note that this is not the coast. Why is it not the coast? Because the coast is always the land by the sea, not by a river or a pond. Okay, let's go back to current. As an adjective, it means the present time. The current time is 9:34 a.m. or the current address, so the current present time. Frail. Frail means to be very weak, very not strong. Danny looked frail when I visited him in the hospital, so he's very weak. Intelligent. Intelligent means that you're smart. You're able to learn and understand things quickly. Very intelligent. Novel. Novel is a long story about people and events, like a book. But as an adjective, it also means new and different. In 1990, the internet was a novel way to find information. So, novel can be a book or new. Resident. Resident is a person that lives in a certain place. A resident of your building, a resident of your city, or a resident of the country. I'm a resident of Thailand because I'm living here now. Starve. Oh no, I'm starving. Starving means to be so hungry. You feel like you're suffering because you're so hungry. I'm starving. And the last word is volunteer. A volunteer is a person who does a job without any pay. You can volunteer at the animal shelter, or you can volunteer at the hospital. So you work, but you don't get paid. It's the same as the verb to do something to give help without getting paid. Kathy volunteered to help in the library. So she offered to do something. Okay, take a minute to review the vocabulary words before we start the questions. Good. You can unpause the video. Now, I'm just going to explain how to do them. I'll give you an example and then complete all the questions by yourself. In 3A, look at the sentence and circle the word that has the same meaning. Number 1 says, someone who lives in a place. Well, it's not auction because auction is like selling things. Coast is not where you live. Coast is where the edge of the land meets the sea. Current is like water moving, so it must be resident. Resident is a person that lives in a place. Okay, continue all of these questions. Number 6 is kind of the same, but backwards. It's the opposite. Look at the word volunteer and circle the same meaning. Volunteer means to offer to help. 3B. In 3B, you are just changing the bold words with a word from today's vocab. One of our favorite vacation spots is the land beside the sea. Do you remember the word, the land beside the sea? Coast. So our favorite vacation spot is the coast. 3C, circle the correct answer. Which of the following can help you become more intelligent? So, what can help you learn more? Eating, sleeping, reading, forgetting? Definitely not forgetting. Reading can help you to learn more. Okay, I think that's all. Oh, no, there's also 3D. Okay, in 3D, we are circling the adjectives. Adjectives tell about something and give detail. Adjectives always modify the noun. So you'll see an adjective can go before or after the noun, and it gives the noun some details. Let's do number 1. My current favorite book is about baby animals. Well, the noun, animals, so baby animals, baby modifies the word animals. Is there another adjective? Well, book is also a noun. So is favorite modifying this noun? Yes, it is. My current favorite book. Okay, trick question. Current. What does that modify? Does that modify book? So current is also an adjective. My current favorite book is about baby animals. So these both modify the word book, and baby animals modifies animals. Those are the adjectives. Okay, please complete all of the sentences or all of the questions and then come back to the video. I'll show you the answers. Okay, let's start working on the questions together. Make sure that you actually finished all of the questions, so you're not just copying the answers. Okay, we know that number 1 is resident. Number 2, a sale to the person paying the most, the auction. Remember, that's where you go like $5, $5, can I get $5? $10, anybody $10? Can I get $10? That's an auction. Taking place now, the current time. A wish to be very good at something, your ambition. It's like having a goal. 5. Able to understand quickly, you're intelligent, you're smart. Volunteers to offer help. Coast. Coast is to move without effort. Remember, there's two meanings for the word coast. One is the land next to the sea, and the other one is to move gently without any effort, to coast down the water. Starve is to be without food, super, super hungry. Novel means new and unusual. And frail is not very strong. Okay, 3B. We are replacing the word. Number 2, your pet will starve if you fail to give it food. So to be hungry. The hospital relies on volunteers. Oops, I need to add an S because it's plural. The hospital relies on volunteers to cheer up patients. So people who work without pay. Her ambition made her spend hours at practice. 5. This gadget measures the current of volts. Volts is in electricity. So it measures how much electricity or how much current is in the wire, maybe, in the electric device. 3C. Reading can help you become more intelligent. A bicycle can coast. So remember, coast is like to do something without much effort. So if a bicycle goes downhill, it's coasting because it doesn't have to use any power. It's coasting down the hill. A flagpole cannot coast. A sandwich can't coast unless it floats down a river. And a horse can't coast. Which of the following let's erase that. Which of the following might be a person's ambition? Ambition is a big goal. So to climb a mountain is a big goal. The other three are not ambitions. They are daily tasks. Like to pack a lunch, to water the plants, those aren't ambitions. And if that is your ambition, I suggest making bigger ambitions. Which of the following could cause an animal to starve? Not having enough food. And you are most likely frail when you are sick, because you are very weak. All right, let's continue with the adjectives. In this sentence, number 2, a kitten has a frail voice that is hard to hear when it cries. The noun is voice, and frail is describing what type of voice. There are many other adjectives we can use. We can say has a weak voice, has a soft voice, quiet voice, and weak, soft, quiet are all adjectives. 3. Did you know that pigs are one of the most intelligent animals? Animals is the noun. Intelligent is describing the animal. Intelligent animal. And most, it is also an adjective. It's a superlative adjective, and it tells us how much intelligence. So most and intelligent are both adjectives. 3. Training monkeys to help people who can't walk is a novel idea. Novel tells us what type of idea. Similarly, we can say it's a terrible idea or it's a silly idea, and terrible or silly would be an adjective. 5. Monkeys can learn to bring a book from the opposite end of a room to a person in a wheelchair. So, opposite describes where the end of the room is. Okay, now you have finished all of the questions. If you need, you can reverse the video and watch it again. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in our next story, Roundup Time in Virginia. Bye bye.